grade 9. So today we'll be discussing how to graph quadratic function. For instance, we have f of x equals x squared minus 10x plus 16. So we will start by identifying the opening of the parabola. So first step is to identify paano ba yung opening ng parabola natin. So para malaman yung opening ng parabola, you just need to identify first the value of a. So since gagamitin din naman natin yung value ng a, b, and c, kunin na natin pare-pareho. So this one po, or this function, is already in the form of f of x, or the standard form of quadratic function, which is f of x is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. So, since ganun naman yung naka-standard form na siya, the value of a will be equal to the numerical coefficient of your quadratic term, which is 1. The value of b is the numerical coefficient of your linear term, which is negative 10. And the value of c is 16, or your constant term. So, from here, alam na natin na a is positive. At kapag ang a ay positive, automatic po, the opening of your parabola is, it will open upwards. Okay? After the opening of the parabola, you need to identify the axis of symmetry. So, the axis of symmetry po will use the formula na x is equal to negative b over 2a. So, substitute lang natin yung value ng b at a na nakuha natin kanina. So, that will be x is equal to negative, value of b is negative 10, all over 2 times a, which is 1. So, negative 10 will be positive 10, all over 2, which is 10 over 2 is 5. So, your axis of symmetry is x equals 5. So, itong buong to, ang ating axis of symmetry. Tandaan, ang axis of symmetry is the line dividing the parabola into two symmetrical parts. Okay? Then, after the axis of symmetry, hahanapin naman natin yung vertex ng ating parabola. So, the vertex is denoted with the coordinates v, wherein h and k ang coordinates niya. So, from here, tandaan natin na the formula for h is also equal to negative b over 2a. And since h is equal to negative b over 2a is also equal to the axis of symmetry, so with that, alam na natin agad na h is equal to 5. Same with this one po. Okay? So, meron na tayong value ng h. Now, angat ko lang ng konti. For the value of k, we will use na po yung medyo mas maiksing version instead yung formula. We will use yung f of h. Or, dun sa ating original function, substitute lang natin yung nakuha nating value ng h. So, our original function is f of x is equal to x squared minus 10x plus 16. So, cut lang natin ulit. We'll have, so from here, substitute lang po natin or kunin lang natin yung f of 5. So, sa bawat x, substitute lang po yung 5. So, this will be 5 squared minus 10 times 5 plus 16. So, 5 squared is 25 minus 10 times 5 is 50 plus 16. So, 25 plus 16 is 41 and negative 50. So, your f of 5 is equal to negative 9. So, with that, the value of your h is 5 and the value of your k is negative 9. So, the vertex of our parabola is 5 and negative 9. Tandaan, is denoted as h and k. So, dapat hindi yan magpagbaliktad. Okay? So, from here, kuha na tayo ng, ang sunod na naman nating steps. So, pang-apat na po tayo. So, after that, we need to find the y-intercept. So, para kunin naman ng y-intercept, we just need to set x is equal to 0. So, if we will set x is equal to 0, babalik lang tayo sa original function natin. Now, please note that f of x is also equal to y. So, with that, we will have y is equal to, sa original function mo, x squared minus 10x plus 16. So, if we will let x equal 0, we will have y is equal to 0 squared minus 10 times 0 plus 16. Now, since 0 naman na itong value ng x, sa totoo lang, pwede na natin to i-cancel out. So, ang matitira lang po ay ang ating constant term, which is positive 16. So, with that, we already have our y-intercept. So, our y-intercept po is, since x is 0 and y is 16, its coordinate is 0 and 16. Tandaan, limang points ang kailangan natin. So, meron na tayong 1 and 2. So, hahanap pa tayo ng 3 pang points. So, to include another set of points or baka hanap tayo ng iba pang points, ang kailangan man natin ay ang ating x-intercept. Map ko lang po. Okay. So, para kunin naman ang x-intercept, so kanina, para kunin ang y-intercept, we let x equals to 0. So, para kunin naman yung x-intercept, syempre, we'll let y is equal to 0 naman. So, dito sa ating equation, dito po, baka hindi makita pala. Yan. So, dito naman natin sa substitute na y is equal to 0. So, from there, we will have gagawin na nga pala natin siya 0. So, 0 is equal to x squared minus 10x plus 16. Para hindi ka malito, lipat natin yung 0. So, we will have x squared minus 10x. Wait lang. Yan. So, x squared minus 10x plus 16 is equal to 0. So, from here, we just need to find the roots of this quadratic equation. So, we can use factoring naman since factorable naman yung equation. So, the factors of this is, excuse me, since this is positive number na pag pinag-times ko 16, pag pinag-add ko ay, ulitin ko lang, since this is positive number na pag pinag-times ko 16, pag pinag-add ko ay 10. And that will be 8 and 2. So, this is 8. And this is 2. Then, from here, since this is negative, same sign, pareho itong negative. Using the zero product property, we will have x sub 1 minus 8 is equal to 0. And x sub 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. From this side, we will have x sub 1 equals positive 8. Lipat mo lang po itong negative 8 sa kabilang side ng equation. Then, ito ring negative 2 sa kabilang side ng equation. So, we will have x sub 2 is equal to positive 2. From here po, since y is 0, then meron na tayong dalawang values ng x. Our x-intercepts are 8 and 0 and 2 and 0. So, meron na tayong third and fourth point. So, meron na tayong 4 na points. Gaya na ipinaliwanag ko sa room, mas maganda na i-plot muna natin itong mga points na ito para mas madali tayo maghanap ng extra point. So, mag-plot lang ako muna ng kaunting mag-ready lang muna ako ng Cartesian plane. Ayan. So, meron na ito na yung ating Cartesian plane. So, gagawa na lang po kayo ng Cartesian plane based dun sa ating kailangan na number of So, since 16 yung ating y-intercept, hanggang 20 yung Cartesian plane na gagamitin natin. So, going back, una nating i-plot yung ating axis of symmetry, which is x is equal to 5. So, i-plot ko na muna siya. So, from the origin, which is this one, so, since this is x equals 5, this is a linear equation po. So, mula sa origin, going to the right side. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dito natin ipa-plot yung ating axis of symmetry. para hindi masyado mahaba yung video, kinakat ko na lang po dun sa part na nagpla-plot ako. So, this is x equals 5. This is our axis of symmetry. So, kagaya ng pinaliwanag ko kanina, from the origin, we will go to the right side kasi positive. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, parallel lang siya sa ating y-axis. After this, i-plot naman natin yung ating vertex. So, vertex natin is 5 and negative 9. So, from the origin, 5. So, that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 9. So, from here, going downward. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nandito yung ating vertex. Yan. So, after plotting our vertex, sunod natin ipa-plot yung ating y-intercept, which is 0 and 16. So, 0 and 16 sa y-intercept siya. So, we are expecting na sa y-axis siya. So, from origin, positive 16. So, going upward. So, hindi ko na bibilang isa-isa. So, plot ko na muna siya. So, ito yung ating y-intercept. After y-intercept, i-plot na natin itong dalawa nating x-intercept. So, 8 and 0 and 2 and 0. So, from the origin, 8 and 0 saka 2 and 0. So, 8 is this one, then 2 is this one. Plot ko na muna. Ayan. So, once na i-plot na natin yung ating mga x-intercept, y-intercept, or yung ating apat na points, tandaan mo na ang axis of symmetry, hinahati niya yung ating graph into two symmetrical parts. So, ang pwede mong gawin na lang ay bilangin yung layo ng ating x-intercept sa ating axis of symmetry since puro integers naman yung ating mga coordinates. So, this is mula sa y-intercept papunta sa axis of symmetry. So, bilang lang tayo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, since symmetrical sila, bilang ka lang din ng 5 points away mula sa axis of symmetry. So, So, this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nandito yung ating point. So, point lang natin ito dito. So, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nandito yung ating another point. So, check lang natin kung tama yung bilang. So, mula sa axis of symmetry, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wala naman sa kabilang side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, symmetrical sila. So, from here, identify lang natin kung anong point ito. So, this is, trace mo lang po kung saan ito itatama sa x-axis, which is positive 10. And syempre, sa y-axis, that is positive 16. So, our another point is 10 and 16. So, with that, kumpleto na yung ating mga points. Trace lang natin yung ating graph into a parabola. So, once na matrace na natin, we can name this function na po already. So, from here, identify na rin natin yung ating value. Since, tandaan, kapag ang ating parabola ay opening upwards, ang meron tayo ay minimum value. Kapag naman ang parabola ay opening downwards, or meron tayo ay maximum value. So, our minimum value is whatever is the value of your k, which is negative 9. So, minimum value is negative 9. Then, identify na rin natin yung value ng ating domain. Now, since this is a quadratic function naman, and gaya ng ipinaliwanag ko, once na mag-extend ito, mag-extend ito going to the positive infinity. And ito naman, pag nag-extend, will go to up to the negative infinity. So, our domain is from negative infinity up to positive infinity. While our range will include, so, ang minimum value nga ng ating range is negative 9. So, it will start from included, so negative 9, going towards so mapapansin nyo, pa-upwards naman yung ating parabola, so it will go towards the positive infinity. And that is how to graph a quadratic function.